Well, good morning, everybody. It's Monday, the 24th of August 2020. Now, didn't I have a lovely day yesterday? It started off with a trip to the famous McDonald's Arches. Yeah, and I completely forgot my apple pie, which is still in the glove box. It will get eaten, believe me, I won't waste it. I also had a choc ice. I haven't had a choc ice in years. Had a chat with Joey. Amelia played my song, and to Gavin. Apparently, Gavin's got a problem with his speedo. It's stuck on 80 miles an hour, so he's got to get that sorted. Otherwise, he will be in big trouble. Hey, it's not a big repair because if it's the throttle cable that's stuck, they've got to take the whole dashboard out. It wouldn't be very nice. Well, I got the doctors later. Yeah, they'll probably give a moan because Tracy took the compression bandages off a day early. It was digging right into my leg. It was bleeding, which wasn't very nice. Well, when we went to the Golden Arches yesterday, there was a big queue at the Costa Coffee drive-through. We were sitting there bemused, eating our lunch, and we saw loads of people go and try the door to go into the restaurant. But it wasn't open. I don't know if there was a problem, understaffed or what. But people were moaning and groaning. Two different cars turned up. Now, one bloke wanted to go for a coffee, but the other family in the other car said, "Oh, we're not going to go through McDonald's and we're not waiting to go through the drive-through." So the other bloke, he got in his car, slammed the door and sped off. Very peculiar. Are you that in much of a rush to go and get a Costa coffee? Well, they've changed the layout system to get into McDonald's, Costa and Pizza Hut. You used to be able to go in by Pizza Hut and you can't anymore. It's just a one-way system. Well, this Mini decided to try and come in. Yeah, well, he managed to come in after peeing the bloke off behind him and about 4 or 5 cars trying to go out. He then proceeded to park in a parking bay, just sat there for 10 minutes, and then he probably thought to himself, "Oh, well, I'm not going to get round to McDonald's, so I better go the long way round." And off he went. Very scary to think that he passed his driving test. Or did he? Did he not understand the rules of the road? Red with a white line through it is no entry. I don't know. Well, there was another car as we was pulling out. A large exhaust on a small car. Our boy a racer. Yeah, Gavin used to be one of these. Well, this was the smallest Corsa I have ever seen. Probably a 1.1. But it sounded like a Ferrari. Yeah. And then he weaved in and out of all the traffic, nearly caused an accident as he tried to turn off at the roundabout at Bognor. I don't know. Where is a policeman when you want one? Never about, are they? Just like the local hare. Yes, not a bunny rabbit, a hare. Right, our local wildlife hospital have had a hare handed in, and he's really, really cute. Very big, long legs and long ears. Have you ever taken a wildlife animal that you found to your local wildlife hospital? And if you have, what has the outcome been? Was the animal re-released back into the wildlife? Or was it curtains for it? I hope not. I really hope not. No. Well, charity bags is another thing we're going to talk about today. Now, do you use them for the purpose that they come through the door in? To put jumble in or bric-a-brac? Or do you do like most people? Do you fill them up with rubbish and put them in your recycling or your normal green bin? Come on, I know there's a few of you out there who don't use the charity bags for the right reason. They are the right size, aren't they? A refuge size bag. I don't know. Well, the thing being is, it's a secret. There's something coming. Yeah, there's something coming. That's all I'm going to say. Secret. Can't tell you what. Can't tell you when, but it's going to happen within the next 3.5 weeks. Oh yes, it could be my radio station. It could be this YouTube channel. You'll have to wait and see. Do you like surprises? I hope so, because this one's going to be really, really good. Anyway, speaking of radio stations, you may have noticed if you listened to Wirelight last night that it was Craig Philly's last show, and we didn't play it because we played a new show called The Big Weekend with with Kyle and Jade. Well, while it was on air, I had 3 other station managers ask me, "What you playing? Why can't you find your own stuff? Please? It's easy. I found that one. I'm not saying you can't have it, but I'm not giving it to you. It's not my choice to give it to you. So go and have a look yourselves." Well, weather today, yeah. We've still got to get in the garden, you know. We've got a cucumber, peppers, we've got tomatoes, strawberries, blackberries, gooseberries. We've got everything in the garden, even rhubarb that needs to be picked. And if we don't, you know what's going to happen to it, don't you? Eh? It'll end up falling into the compost pile, which won't be very good. No, so we've got to get out there and sort it out. Besides that, we've got to cut the grass again. It's looking longer than Wimbledon's main court, you know, because it wasn't used this year, was it? Do you reckon the grounds people are still keeping it nice and short? Or has it gone to pot? Not literally at the pot, because you'd get Ben round there trying to smoke it. Speaking of Ben, you know my son, from Australia, yeah, you know where it is, where they film the film The Goonies, yeah? Well, he's still looking for work, so if anybody's got a job for an age out-of-date chef, please do let me know so I can let him know. Not that I'm saying that everybody from Australia listens to this programme, but there might be a few that actually do. You never know who listens. I've found one more subscriber overnight, and I can't find out who it is. No, it's a mystery. Could be Toya Wilcox. That was another person that I've met. Did you enjoy my list yesterday of famous people I've met during my lifetime? I'm still waiting for you to leave a comment down below with what you have met or jobs you've done in previous occupations. Come on. I've got quite a good few friends who are actually lorry drivers. Got Eric, Graham, Mark and Leon. There you go. Well, we've got to say a big thank you to Jewel for our boat trip yesterday. Absolutely fantastic. Port Solent was, I wouldn't say it was calm, it was a bit choppy. We went out and we looked at all the old World War II forts. Yeah, there's one now that's actually a floating hotel. I don't think I can afford the money to stay there. We had warm, let's say, beverage. Yeah, it was nice, but I don't know what flavour it was. It wasn't from this country anyway. Mind you, Jules not from this country. That's probably why he doesn't charge a lot for his boat trips. Anyway, I'm going to go and have a wash and get ready for the doctors. Whatever you're doing today, have a good one, and I'll speak to you in the morning. And don't forget, it's a secret.